Where you at?
Hi, boys.
And I dip, you dip, we dip.
That's right.
Man, we always pretty boys.
Yeah, I had to get something to eat real quick. I'm right here, man, Gene. Pavazzi, I love the picture with the wrestlers. That was funny.
3D80s kid, what's up? I hadn't seen you on here.
Yeah, he last week he's got a great channel. Just started. He has a lot of. He does non-sports as well, and he's about our age.
Hey, check your channel out then, brother.
Yeah, he's got some cool stuff. He made a video like the same week I did about the grading companies. Yeah, that was an awesome picture of Jimmy Hart and him. That was awesome. Was that both the Nasty Boys? I couldn't tell.
Y'all,
So,
you can tell this is a Sunday night. We're just going to chit chat. So
yeah, Sunday night. I plan on having somebody on, but they had a family thing to do. So that always wins. I don't blame him. He'll be on not next weekend, but the weekend after.
Or is it okay to say who we might be having next weekend?
Yep.
It's Retro, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Retro.
I told him today. Hopefully we can get something more concrete. I actually watched his first. Him and JD did a podcast. I guess they're doing a podcast on his channel for it's called Card Heads Podcast. And for a first one, them getting off the ground and just breaking ice, it was a nice one. I got to give them props for it. Was not they kept it moving and it was real enjoyable.
Yeah, for those that don't know, we're buddies with JD, so we try to always support each other.
Yeah,
he gives us shout outs. We'll do him the same way.
Yeah, and he's done. I mean, his last videos, he's quietly putting together a nice little collection there with hockey and 90s inserts and stuff.
Hey, speaking of collections, man, I have sold everything except my key cards that I want to keep.
Now, I know there's a reason for that. And I was,
but part of it was just it got out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
There was no way I was going to get all of that graded that I wanted graded within the next 10 years.
Right. I'm always going through my graded want box to purge it. If we ever get up this way, I can show you what out of hand is if I take you to my spare bedroom. So,
well, you remember all those cases that were in here, and then there was cases in the spare room. Everything is gone.
What's up, Amari?
Except for one case. And the guy that bought it off of me, he's local. And he's appreciating it. So that's the main thing, is somebody can appreciate.
Well, I just sent 4 cards through JT for PSA to get graded for the sole purpose to sell. So, and today I did. I'm purging some of my pop culture stuff and things like that, downsizing from my house just so I'm going to take it to this place called McKay's. I don't know if they're down there your way, but we have them up here. It's like a thrift shop, not even a thrift shop. It's a shop where you turn in your like pop culture stuff, collectibles, books, vinyl. It's an awesome place. It's a huge place here in Winston. They got a smaller one in Greensboro, but you sell they'll buy it from you, or you could trade it in. And I picked up some video games there yesterday, and I said, you know what? I'm tired of using. We got Don. He wants to know how you're feeling.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Sean's here. What's up, Sean?
What's up, Amari?
Yeah, he's here. We got Reese. Reese, did you go to the show this weekend? Up your way there? Was that, I think what it was, the mall show? Because isn't the one at the big one is not till December, I think, because I was planning on coming up there. I hope I'm right. So
where's that at?
Philly?
Philly?
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be at the Valley Forge something or another. What's up, Doc?
That's a mall, isn't it?
They have
Valley
a mall.
Forge.
No, Valley Forge. They have all kinds of stuff there. It's a town.
I just remember following a guy, and they did a car rally, and it was at some big mall up there. For some reason, I thought it was Valley Forge or something.
Yeah, I
I
know they had something up there this week, I thought. So you said you sold everything. I know what you got, and congratulations. Now is that something now that are you set back at zero? Because I can see you got some cards behind you. You kept the ones you really want.
Yeah, I kept one I really wanted.
It was the big Philly show. It is in December again. Had some health issues with my son. Oh, I didn't. Your son doing okay, Reese? I hope so. Thoughts are with your brother. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Reese. So is that like I'm glad you brought that up and is open to do it because that's a good. So does that set you back at zero where you're going to refocus and see where you want to go, or are you just kind of in it now, and if something strikes your fancy, maybe, or
that's kind of where I'm at now because I got my Riggins collection where I want it. I got my Soto collection where I want it. Lou Bob and Robles. And
what's up, Brad?
You know,
congratulations on 3-0, Brad.
There it is. I'm just kind of, if I see something, I may move on it.
Right.
I don't want to grade anything, and I'm not a Chicken Little, the sky is falling kind of guy. But
right. Now, I
just
know
the
how
economy.
So the economy, but also you're frustrated some with all the stuff with the grading, right? With all the different stuff going on.
It's too I call it being spaghetti. Yeah, spaghetti noodles are all twisted and intertwined.
Right.
And the sauce makes it taste good. That's how I feel about grading. And there ain't no sauce.
Right.
And the pasta's undercooked.
Yeah, and I'm getting a CSG order ready. My buddy's sending me some stuff. I sent those 4 cards to JT.
What'd you send?
What did I send? I sent a Judge rookie pink.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, Ohtani rookie gold. What? Not the 50, but the 2018. What else did I send? I think I sent another rookie Judge. I think I sent all Ohtanis and Judges because, like, if I get a 10, I'm hoping he calls me and tells me I have an upcharge. Let's put it that way. If I do, then I'm very happy, and I'll probably be telling you, hey, I got something to contact your buddy about. See if he's interested, or come down and see if your buddy at the card shop's interested.
Hey, speaking of the card shop, he got that Jordan back.
What did they grade that?
Yeah, for y'all that don't know, the local card shop guy that I deal with, he got his hands on the Jordan Fleer rookie card.
Didn't he get the whole set? I thought he got the whole set.
Yeah, he bought the whole set, and he's only grading the Jordan card.
Does he have that set still, or more cards in that? Because man,
funny story is the guy that bought my stuff, a majority of my stuff, that was his set.
Oh, really?
For years as a kid. It was sealed for years.
I want that Ralph Sampson out of there.
And he sold it. And then the card shop guy bought it from the guy that bought it from him. But he submitted it, and it's centered beautifully. And he did the rush grade on it and everything, turnaround time on it, and it came back a 6. And I don't know how. Other than pop control, y'all call me crazy. I think there's certain cards. That's one of those cards, even though it's gone down in value. There's no way it's a 6.
Yeah. I just the pop control. My thinking is with those Big Daddy cards, you're not getting Joe Blow that this is his 3rd week at the company grading it. You're getting a head grader for a basketball.
And they're looking to find
for
something.
80s. And you're almost starting probably back at an 8 or a 9, and you're going to have to really get that 10. What's up, Andrew?
I was thinking it was going to get an 8, 8.5. There was some white.
I just saw it when you sent me the picture of it, him holding it. It was a little off center, but that's those cards. And,
just a tiny bit of whiting on the top of the card. Other than that.
No, because if a corner was bent at all, that's just going to drop it a grade. Nothing. Any wrinkle or crease, that's a grade. So I would love to take a look at it, but it's just I need to get down there, get to that man's store. We need to get him on too.
Yeah, he's old school. He
Here we go. We got Nina. Nina wants to know how did you find a buyer for your cards in Atsman 72? Did you sell your whole collection?
Pretty much, to be honest with you. Raw and slab cards. I was in the cards.
He still got cards behind you. He still got.
Yeah, I still got stuff. I kept what I wanted. There's key cards that I kept.
And I met the guy that bought. He's a very nice guy. He came up to me at the last show we were at and introduced himself to me.
I met him at the card shop. And what my local card shop guy didn't want, he bought there. And then it was, hey, he didn't want to do business in the card shop because he felt like he was that was inappropriate. Even though the owner was like, do it, you're fine. I don't want these, So I said, I respect that. So he bits and pieces, it went out the door. So he's bought everything.
Do you mind saying why you sold? Do you mind telling them why you sold your collection?
Well, part of it's private, but the other part was it was out of control. I'd been sitting on a lot of product. I knew I wasn't going to get it graded, be able to afford to get graded cards that needed to be graded.
And we're not talking like a lot of these cards were not like common like Joe Blow cards.
They were all higher end. 95% of them are all high end.
Yeah, he gave me and JD a shot at some of them. Our little group chat. I think Bobbles and JJ, and I was interested in one. He told me the price, and I was like, I just bought that Carter collection. I couldn't do it. But,
and that was the family, and that was the family friend rate.
Mm-hmm.
Because you saw the comps on it.
Yeah.
I had to win. The card he's talking about was the comps on it was just say $1,000 raw.
Right.
Even I took it to the card show. It was funny. I took it to the card show we got, and nobody wanted to touch it until October was over. So, and I said, well, then when October comes and he does good, it was a Wander Franco card. Right. And I said, well, I told one dealer, I said, well, if you wait till October and he does good, then brother, you definitely ain't going to afford it then.
Yeah, Sean, and let me tell you, that's his, that room he's in is for a man cave room. That's one of the straightest man. Him and the channel you were on, Nina, for the last 2 years on Hobby Palooza, Bowman 53, I think he is. I love his room too. That just looks like a cigar lounge. But y'all's two rooms are just beautifully done. It just looks like you paid somebody to come in. When I saw it in person that day, it was like, my God, I'm a slob.
and this is like a little area compared to my old man cave.
Yeah, Alex Bowman 53.
So, yeah, but I appreciate it. Thank you. So I got the cards still fill up the cabinet on the wall, so it's still filled up with.
And I mean, well, Nina, I followed your suggestion, and I have cards in almost every room now because I moved into this apartment.
I would, but Emily won't let me.
Right, I'm in the process. I love y'all's apartment. That whole area is awesome down here.
Thank you.
I'm in the process. I was telling Nats Man before we got on, where I'm downsizing my pop culture stuff more. I have a lot of like Walking Dead stuff, and I think I'm gonna get rid of some of my wrestling stuff. Not my autos, but just my figures. You know, the ones I had on the wall. If you remember my.
Well, don't move those. Don't move those until you get with me first, because I got a buyer for you.
Okay. Oh, are you serious? Because I was packing them up.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to sell them, I got a buyer.
Okay, I got not a ton, but I got some. And I'm keeping all my sports stuff, of course. I have some duplicates of my Star Wars stuff and things like that, where you forget you bought it and buy it again type of deal. So there's a place here that buys all that stuff, and
it's good to trim your collection. And
I got a room that I'm putting all that in. I want to use that room. I hate having a storage room. I grew up with my mom using a room to store stuff in, and my grandma is the same way. And I can't stay. It gives me the heebie-jeebies if I can't. I want the room to be the room,
Mm-hmm.
So I want to set it up the way I want it. Yeah, I told him about that, Nina. He got a good giggle out of it. We're waiting on quite a few cards coming back. I don't know if he's got any Formula One coming back, but he's got some cool stuff. He's another one that's always getting atomics and numbers and some nice stuff.
So does Nina collect Formula One? I take it then
she does now, because when she started seeing my buddy when I did the last couple of CSG reveals, my buddy had some Formula One cards and Sapphire in there. They're really nice cards. Those cards, the quality control on those were beautiful. He did great on that, which we're going to talk about tonight.
Well, I was question. I didn't know if you saw that about the Formula One card issue.
There is one?
Yeah, there's one. There's
okay, we could talk about it here in a little while, because I don't know if you saw my yesterday video or not, but yeah, 3D. I've been single. I used to hide all my stuff, and as I got older now, I don't care. I love the Netflix F1 show too. Yeah, that'll turn people on. So just I'm an influencer now. Me and my buddy, we're influencers, and I'm just going to take it in stride. I'm looking for somebody to give me money to have their product on my channel. So.
You're the first honest one I met so far. Everybody else doing it's live.
You want me to promote? I'll do it. I'll chill.
All right, Jeff.
Hey, I won't give you bad advice, because I don't give any advice, really.
Yeah, for real.
Nina, you have mine as well. I can tell you that. Like you talking about Larry Doby, she says I've influenced her stuff. You talking about Larry Doby kind of was that last nudge to go into you talking about how you went into that to go into Roberto Clemente, you going into that. And so I think we all of us have had influence on each other. That's what we're about. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the new Gary V.
I don't care about how much I sell. It's about how many kids I influence.
Yeah, that's right. I met somebody that's actually says he's friends with Gary V, and he says I'm definitely wrong about my thoughts. So at least it kind of gave me a pause. I don't know him personally, so my thoughts are purely. It's not a personal thing. He's probably one of the nicest guys. I hear good things about him. I just don't think. I think a lot of what he says is cliched, and don't talk about the losses. So. Yeah, Big Jeff. Big Jeff,
up,
00.
BB in the house. Yeah, y'all, we're just kind of just chilling and.
Yeah, I John, I did ask him like tongue in cheek if he want to be on tonight. Old Donnie live stream. I heard Lou Rock call him that the other night, made me giggle. And I gotta say, hey Bobble, what's up? I missed you. I hope everybody's been listening to his new podcast with Refractor. Refractor really knows what he's talking about, and Bobbles knows how to start stories.
He's been doing some shows with the some episodes with the Panamanian Canadian.
Yeah. What I was going to say was, if y'all haven't had a chance to see Lou Rock last Sunday night, who was gracious enough to wait for my show to go off to start his, he's with Elite Card Hunter and a couple other people that I'm not as familiar with. They talk about the influence of Latin players in baseball. Don was on there. He was listening, and some other people that listen to this channel hopped over there. And you want to talk about a good insight and a passion that those guys had. And I'll tell you right now, Lou Rock was the guy I was going to have on tonight because of that. And also, I like Lou. Lou's a great guy. And we're going to continue that chat somewhat when he comes back on next month, because I don't believe in a month and a lot of the points. And he's bringing up people that should be in the Hall of Fame, all of that. So he's had some great insights here this last couple of weeks, and I'd just like to feed off of that and use some of his momentum to help my channel. I'm going to tell on myself every chance I get tonight, Nat.
Hey, this is going out to Bobbles.
Uh-huh.
You ready?
Yeah.
Hang on. Where'd it go?
Murphy. Yeah, you're exact. Murphy's number one on my here we go. You want me to add this?
That ought to be their theme song coming out for that episode. Panama.
Yeah, Nina. I could tell you the names they come up, the names, but for most of them, but they start talking about early 1900s and how those players were in they were light enough skin to play in MLB, and before they just cut it out altogether. And not just how Roberto Clemente, not how Minnie Minoso, or just other guys, how they influenced different countries and how their influence on today's game. It was a great show. And then, those guys, they're like everybody else about cards. Once they start talking, you might go on a tangent. And they talked about, Omar Vizquel, maybe, how he's not in the Hall of Fame, which I agree with. It's kind of for reasons outside of the game. He's not in, and, should be. I put down, he did a video for players not in. He had Murphy and what's up, Andy? Yeah.
Andy.
So I put down I agreed with you. I always say Devin Murphy is number 1 for me. Omar's number 2, but number 3 is Jeff Kent for me. And then Donnie Baseball is in that list as well. But like I said, I don't think Donnie has enough playing time. So to be in that. And I do want to send out a happy birthday wish. I haven't seen him on here, but I know he'll watch this. Is James Gilliam. It's his birthday. So I wish him a happy birthday. Sometimes I know his girl left him by himself to tend to all the animals. So he's probably busy tending to all the animals. And Fred McGriff is definitely up there. And Lou Rock goes into how the 94 season screwed McGriff. A lot of insight on that. It's great insight. If you get a chance on Lou Rock, he did it last Sunday night. It was live. Well done. Well done. I give him props. And Elite Hunter, he does great lives too. Me and him talked for quite a bit at the National about it. And if Bob was still on here, we're about halfway through. If anybody, I know quite a few people saw my Saturday, I completed a insert set of Metal Intimidation Nation, the insert set of the goalkeepers in hockey. Awesome set, love it. It's their guys in their face masks and all of that. What are you putting up here now? What are you doing?
Oklahoma.
Didn't they get upset this weekend?
That's for blinding me with refractors.
Oh yeah,
I'm kicking out musical tunes tonight when I can find them.
He got to go to the what's his faces and hang out with Mike a little bit. I just saw that video before I got on. I heard you saw a nice collection of mantles.
Wait till you see the collection we're going to go see.
Yeah, well, we'll get on that. So I want to talk on where do we go as collectors for a minute when there's only one company, and it looks like faster we're going to be at the one company, right? If all the rumors are true, Panini's getting kind of squeezed out earlier and earlier to sell. She's such reason why I said Bobbles, because you talked about on your podcast, especially with this we're going to go back to how the I need to use my words, the stuff, the +5 for this last collection of Chrome that came out was not in certain boxes. And they didn't know it until after the fact, which I find hard to believe. I just think they tried to keep it quiet and hope nobody noticed. Have you been keeping up with this at all, Nats?
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, this is the way I feel. Just going to go ahead and do it.
Uh-huh.
Be prepared.
Okay.
I'm serious. It's going to get bad, y'all. It's getting bad tonight. It's getting real. Keeping it real.
All right.
This is the way I feel about it. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I think it's
I think
ridiculous.
Maxman got a double dose of his medication before he got on tonight.
I think it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And can anybody tell me what Flemington was doing? Was he going back in? Are you having to get barcodes and send to him? Is that why he was going through his trash? Anybody out there know why Flemington was going through his trash on his video?
Probably because if you buy it straight from, you have to show. First off, when you go to your card shop, do you ever get a receipt when you buy the box? Like, I don't. But how many card shops buy directly from Topps? First, they got to buy directly from Topps.
Very few in between.
Right. And then if you bought directly from Topps, you got to show you bought it from them to get this extra pack that might not, have that rookie in it or not. So, of 2 cards, you're going to get an extra pack of 2 cards. And I mean, it's just.
I think they just effed up. I don't think it was planned or anything. I think it was a legitimate. Somebody effed up. It was.
I think they messed up and was hoping nobody was going to say anything.
Yeah.
Because we all think like, oh, they're collectors. They're in touch with what we're doing and all this stuff. Man, they sell product. If it's a business to them, and that is it. So they want quality at some aspect, but they just want to get it out the door and hopefully nobody sees the mistakes, man. That's all that is. And they got caught. And
it's a poor rookie class anyway. I wasn't buying it anyway.
Well, I wasn't going to buy it. Yeah, I know they're supposedly in Hobby Light and 2 other. I did not. I guess they're in shop names for what they call a couple of different packages. I didn't really understand. Didn't grasp them. It was really quick when I read it too. So I'm just starting to learn my letters. So it might be part of the problem. But anyway, they just, to me, I don't care how it happened, why it happened, or whatever. If Pepsi messes up and I'm pissed off, I'm buying Coke. If Topps messes up, what do I do now? This is what Bobbles was talking about on his channel.
You have to take it like a man.
Right. So if I want to keep collecting, I just buy the next thing up, right, for Topps. And I just keep on going and go, Topps will be Topps. Doesn't matter who owns them.
They're giving everybody the big what.
And it's not, and to me, it's not just this. This is going for the last 2 years now. Quality has stunk. Getting the product out to the customers, having the customers back, having the pipeline working correctly, making sure that your hobby shops are taken care of. They don't care about the hobby shops. I hope the Fanatics comes in and changes all that around. They take care of.
Hopefully our card guy is going to give us the 411 on that.
Right. So I'm hoping Fanatics reaches out or gives a number for card shops to make it easy. Like, here's my tax information. Let's set up a direct from you, whatever.
Word 3D, Word.
Yeah, and not only that, 3D is they were still in operation like they were a candy company. They were going through more or less candy distributors that are now card distributors to get their product out there.
The biggest candy distributor in the Piedmont of North Carolina is in China Grove. And guess what they've got an aisle of? Baseball cards.
Right.
But everything else, they're a candy distributor.
Right. In the 80s.
Word.
Right. In the 80s, that's where I went and bought my boxes, was from Southside Candy Company in Petersburg, Virginia. That's who had them.
If y'all ain't never been in a candy distributor,
right.
Me and Scott are both diabetic, and we go in a coma when we get within a mile of the joint.
Right. And I just they had a window open for people to go up and purchase straight from them,
Yep.
Because you can go up, you had a party or something, you needed, a bunch of stuff or, whatever. But yeah.
Smaller volume of candy. Yep.
Yeah. And we'd go there and get our Sour Patch Kids and a box of cards. And me and my friends. And and they're still working under that same scenario. It's not a big company. I don't know any type of company that deals in the money and stuff that they do that works like that. I really don't.
Well, that's why that whole deal fell through with Topps to begin with, was that they were basing like you said, their revenue Topps is candy.
Right.
It's not baseball cards, and the merger was going to be because of the baseball card acquisition part of it, not the candy part.
Yeah, they still got the candy.
And they still get the candy, but it still fell apart. It still didn't even go through like they wanted it to on that one merger.
Well, and I worked years of retail management and all that stuff. Nike and all of them, when they ship their stuff out, they set the prices. My store, Champ Sports, does not set the prices of what the stuff is in the store.
And they set how many shoes are made and how many shoes go to one retail outlet.
Right. So I don't want to hear that Topps couldn't do a better control on pricing. They can't, this stuff because what happened was the suppliers created a demand that jacked the prices up. However they did it. I still think the majority of the stuff went to breakers, and what was left behind went to shop owners. And
that's what my one shop owner, the one I went to previously, said. He said that the breakers got everything because they took everything. They took the shitty product too.
Yeah,
where the card guys did
$100,000 a clip, where your card shop owner might buy a case a week, right?
Yeah, pick and choose.
They can't just buy 5 to 10 cases up front. They'll have to buy a case, sell those to replenish the stock, because they're not working as the same line.
And they were paying, and there's a lot of folks don't realize this either. I didn't, that there's a lot of local shop cards. They were paying when all these rushes were going on at Walmart and Target. At the Walmarts and Target, there were card shops paying people to go buy that product for them.
Yeah, I basically was doing it in Iowa. I go to Target and Walmart, buy whatever was there, or I would go there, see if stuff was there, and call my shop owner and go, "Hey, there's 10 boxes of X, Y, and Z here. Do you want me to pick it up?" Sure. I went. He paid me a little bit. One time I traded in product and got a nice Clemente out of it. Came out way ahead on that deal. So
is our product back in the store now? I have no idea. I haven't even looked.
What's that? Oh,
is our product back in Walmart and Target's again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's still not. You're not going to go in there and see a wall full of product. You're just not. But you're still going to go in there and find top series 1 or 2. I had this weekend. I was just trying to find. I know it's the wrong time of year. A table for my deck outside.
I'll be right back. Diabetes is a bitch.
Yeah. So I couldn't find out there, but I went to my card shop and they run a great deal on blasters, where you buy 3 and get 1, and they're the same price they are as in stores. My card shop, that guy, I don't know how he gets the product. I don't really care, but his prices are in line with. They're actually cheaper than the big 3 online, and you don't have to pay extra stuff to get it. So I just want to throw that out there. I don't see a lot of reactions going on, but do I go back if you get so mad at Topps, do you just go back and start buying stuff to fill your collection? Because right now I have not bought a lot of stuff, and if I do, it's a couple of dollars here and there. I am in 3 different PWCC things that I have to check when I get off tonight. For Clementes and Pete Alonso's. So, I just haven't got and I did not. It was a card show this weekend. I did not go to that. And any new products pre-sale on Prism World Cup is $1,200 a box. Literally the dumbest thing ever. On the verge of killing new product. Interest in any new product. You know, I love Chrome is my favorite stuff. I can tell you,
Lunger. Go to Black Mountain.
I am looking. I guess I am waiting for the new Allen and Ginter and
hockey comes out for y'all this week, doesn't it? Isn't there something hockey product coming out this week? And
I know metal's coming out.
And
here.
Baseball debuts coming out.
Yeah, that's the pro debut.
Debuts coming out.
Which that's a fun product, but you know, with Bowman kind of kills that product because you got all the Bowman first. So pro debut.
You see what I'm laughing at, don't you? I'm sorry.
That's the production values from Nats fan this time around. You must be like showing myself a little bit there before Carlos kind of taking on anybody who wants to pay me to do stuff. You know, for new product, I'm trying to think. My favorite product, in all seriousness, is Stadium Club. Love the pictures, but it's just so the Stadium
it's undervalued in the hobby too.
Nobody wants it in the hobby, but everybody loves looking at it. It's the weirdest darn thing I've ever. Oh, I love Stadium Club, but nobody, and which is fine with me. I can pick it up anytime I want to.
I had a
and I love Stadium Club Chrome. I thought that was a product we didn't need until I got it. So go ahead and answer it. I'm sorry.
I had a Stadium Club Chrome card and Tatis rookie card, and it was a goal it was number 1 of like 10. I think it was 1 of 10, and I got it graded SGC 10, and I think I bought it for like $30 off the dude, and I graded it, sold it for $500. And then that dude has tried to sell it for $3,000, and then the old boy got in trouble. But it's the most beautiful card.
Really?
And I'm not a fan.
This. I haven't looked. So
got moved to 11, huh?
Yeah. So top stadium clubs moved to 11-2. Usually that's out before
they pushed it out.
Huh? Probably the
fanatic bullshit.
The Chrome the Chrome version. When does the hobby make sense? It doesn't. That's why I titled this. The hobby just keeps moving along, right?
I want to ask a stupid question.
That was my point to this. Was like I can be mad at Topps with all this bad. Just having bad quality control, which we all know, it's like we've gone back to the 50s and 60s with how they're cutting their product now, and we have no, and we just keep on chugging along. We just keep on going. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Natsman.
Oh no, you're fine. Hey, Carl, I'm just kind of curious. I know I didn't ask this question, but is there a delay? Is there a delay with product getting to Canada? Does it come out the same dates? Has it historically been on time or a couple of weeks off? Carlos, do you mind throwing that on there? On any of the product that we may get here in the States? Right. Is there a delay?
It's a good question.
I was curious about that.
Yeah, Sean, that's Divine Divas WWE 2003 Fleer. Yeah. I just don't know. Let's see. Generally, I'm going to try. Just make sure this is in Carlos's voice. Generally, yes, but the specific problem is for everybody. UD has a big lag for any product right now. That was my Carlos interpretation. Eric, what do you think about that? Oh my God.
That was a fun episode with him.
Allegedly. Hashtag allegedly. There you go. Oh man. Woo. Not fast. Yeah, I can't speak that fast and make the words come out. So
I thought you did good considering it's a Panamanian Canadian accent. I think you did well for old Virginia boy.
Yeah, Southern guy talking that fast. I don't be like, you go down there and him.
Well, we'll take y'all to some hollers in Virginia and North Carolina. Y'all gonna be like, what the hell they say?
Captain Kirk. Oh man, what a good that was fun. That made me cry a little bit.
What about the news about the where they're trimming, was it Trimgate or whatever they were calling it?
Which one?
Were they trimming the FBI?
I haven't heard anything. I thought that was dead now.
They Blue Jacket, I think he's got a video saying that the FBI probe is still ongoing off of Blue Jacket.
Is it an enjoyable probe or?
I don't know if it's an alien probe. I'm not sure if it's a digital probe.
Some guys are into that. I don't know.
Hey, each their own.
Costs twice as much downtown. Anyway. Yeah, but my point was like tonight. I'm going to say it one more time. We have these problems. It looks like they're going to have Panini before the time limit is up, or at least Panini America. Which
what about redemptions?
Well, Panini's trying to get all their redemptions done. The Panini has they're trying to push their redemptions, get people. I got points and for what I don't know. I like to point it at them, but I just wish Panini went away and it was just Topps anyway. Just one product, one thing. Just go with that, and for heaven's sake, cut down your product releases in half. And so that from my understanding, the only reason they're still trying to get the product out in baseball and football is because the contract with those sports says they got to have X amount of product out releases to meet the contract. So. I just think, this would have been a perfect time to say, do we really need archives and, Allen and Ginter and Gypsy Queen and Heritage? Can we do with one either Allen and Ginter and Gypsy Queen and one archives or Heritage? Do we really need?
Because those products,
two of those instead of four?
Products reflect each other quite well.
Yeah, you got flagship, opening day, big league. I'd rather have big league than opening day because opening day is just the same thing as flagship. So why have it? They just have big league. Big league's funner. Opening day's fun too to rip. It's got some fun stuff in it. But
in the last couple of years, there's been cards that people have been chasing, which has been unusual.
Well, opening day has Walk This Way, which has is the short prints, but you could do that in big league too. Whatever. I just think we got too much product. It's been that way for years now. For a while I stopped getting open. I don't purchase opening day or big league unless I want to rip something, and it's the only one.
I'm telling you, Scott. I think you're on to something. And in the audience, y'all can hate me for saying it, but I think they're gonna clip some product when it gets set up, and I think it's going to get kicked into overdrive with the economy.
Mm-hmm.
It's going.
Yeah.
I mean, product is product. I mean, they're having to buy, supplies and ink and
Well,
paper and
would it be
contract. All
so
these
bad
prices
to
are
have
going.
one product once a month or once every 2 weeks? In baseball, a few years ago, you were having 2, 3, 4 products coming out, and I'm trying to buy a box of each when it was affordable, and I couldn't keep up because there'd be weeks where 3 or 4 products would come out, and
Too much duplication of services.
yeah. Do we need tier 1 archives autograph 5-star?
I will have to say, Paige, yeah, I'm with you on mascots. I got to get my Screech.
Yeah, the mascots. But to me, I think mascots should be in flagship.
Yeah,
I want managers back. I mean, I want
the team pitchers back.
Team pitchers. I love the team cards. That I love it. But Andrew, you're right. Mascots. I love the mascot, but that's the kid in me. The mascot cards are awesome.
I've paid money for a George Washington auto for the Nationals and a Screech auto. I know damn well it ain't their auto, but shit, I still paid it.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, but the president's racing, that's iconic now at that stadium. So
that's the only thing
like
left.
the sausage run in Milwaukee, and that Theodore can't win. He finally won. I was at the game when he finally won one, but it's just it's when they start, that place goes nuts.
I heard 2 years ago they took away the 7th inning song "Take on Me" out of the lineup.
Oh, did they?
And I'm like, I'm crushed. I was crushed when I heard that.
I haven't been to a Nats game in so long. We need more 87 throwbacks from Topps. More. Yeah.
That seems their go-to. They're in.
I just think archives to me is such a waste. It's just why.
I don't like Heritage either.
At least the Heritage, they started something, and it's kind of, people look forward to seeing that card come back from 35 years ago or whatever, 40 years ago, whatever it is.
And don't reach through the screen, but I don't like gallery except certain cards. I know you like gallery.
I've only liked it the last year or two.
Okay. There's certain cards I do like that look good.
Horrible. And one of their artists needs their hand removed because they can't draw.
Sean makes an excellent point.
Yeah, well, Sean, I can tell you this. The 2 nationals I went to before COVID, the boxes were still not dumb priced. People were buying the boxes, ripping them, and leaving the base cards sitting on tables. You could go into the VIP room, Sean, like it was in Cleveland, and there would be stacks of base cards.
Are you serious?
Sitting on tables. Yes.
Were they rookie commons too, or just common, or just
they were looking for like any, if it was big rookie, but you have to remember at that same time when they were doing breaks at that time, the only things that they were sending out were the hits. They were not sending out the rookie cards.
Oh, I got a card for you. I found it. I kept it. He wanted it, and I wouldn't let him have it. It's a Pete Alonso card for you. Sorry.
Oh, nice.
That made me think. Sorry.
But I mean, that was crazy to me. So in that year, guys were like, "Hey, go through it," and I was pulling out the players I liked, and I would leave every day from the Chicago one with a sleeve full of cards, and that was one of the years that the Zion card was the one everybody's hunting for there. And there were some of the Virginia basketball players in the Panini stuff. And I mean, I got I was getting numbered and all kinds of stuff just because nobody cared but me. It was, that's fine. It let kids were going through, and I'm sure none of them were there by the end of the day, but still, to me, I was like dumbfounded by that. But to each his own. To each his own. I'm a big base card. Come on, man. I grew up with, we didn't have no, it was only base cards. That was it. Our inserts was the all-star cards, and they were numbered in the set. So the only one, you had the glossy all-stars, and then you saved up you had to save up the packs send in to get the other insert, the other one that was sent out by Topps.
Because like the special cards were always in the card machines, like the special edition cards, like down here.
Well,
like you had your base set cards for baseball and football, but if you wanted like a record, you usually like in football and Topps, you had like this is the 82.
Yeah,
they would be running through Riggins, breaking through 82, breaking through the Cowboys line.
Yeah. I've never seen a card machine, didn't even know they existed till I moved to Iowa and somebody started telling me about it.
Yeah, they were down here. You wanted to get like the special edition cards, I guess.
Yeah.
Whoever that was, they were pulling them, putting them in the card. You never really pulled them from the
oh, really?
Because,
our base thing was going to 7-Eleven and they had the CeeLo like 3-pack hanging there. And going through and seeing what was on the front, the all-star card or whatever, that was our insert. Was that? I mean,
get them as a stocking stuffer, and it would have the peppermint candy canes and holly on the paper tab.
Right.
Showing our age there, brother.
Well, one of my guy at work brought me literally. He goes, "I have this tube that's full of cards. I don't know what it's from or anything. I wanted you to take a look at it." So he gives it to me and he brings it to me. I was like, "You know what that is?" And he goes, "What?" I go, "That was a candy cane that was full of packs and loose cards that you got at either Woolworth or Kmart. And it was a Christmas
Woolworth,
gift."
I think.
Was it? I couldn't remember.
I'm pretty sure it's Woolworth.
Right. It might have been other
here. Woolworth was a step up from Kmart.
Right. I just remember seeing them and getting one or two, every whatever. But now we have 300 editions of one card, and they're going to tell me, "Oh, the gold one is the one of one," or whatever. And it's fun to go after them, but to make them so pricey. And then when somebody said if I was getting that box of Chrome at the prices and going to tell me that, right, and those 5 rookies were the chase cards. First off, I don't buy product for chase cards. That's not the right reason to buy it. If I don't want the base cards that are in it, but if it was at a regular price, I would have bought it just because it's the cards. I wouldn't want a box of Chrome. I'm not paying $300 for a hobby box.
Yeah, if it was like when I would go, like when I buy cards, and if I buy a hobby box, it doesn't matter, but I'm pulling all the rookies, and then I'm specifically looking for my team players.
Thank you, Bobbles. I was thinking roses. We had a roses,
and that's when I'm pulling now. If it, it doesn't matter who the rookie is, I'm pulling all those rookies.
Right.
And now if it's common cards for established players and I don't follow them, I don't keep them. I'll put them off. I'll box them off to the side.
Right.
But yeah, I'm with you. It's just like, because, the guy that bought my stuff, he is one of the reasons he bought a lot of my stuff was because he wants to complete sets. He wants to do the completion of the entire set himself.
Wow.
And so I had a lot of base cards that you can't find anymore from that he couldn't find.
What years was he looking for?
It was some of the guys from
I don't know how many boxes I have.
Yeah.
I have a wall in a room
that were in good shape, that were in good shape without creases and stuff. I mean, because you take care of your stuff. I know Bobbles takes care of your stuff. A lot of these folks on here in the group chat take care of your stuff. But it's like I was going through some cards a day that I got from the card show, and didn't see it at the show, but got here, finally sat down, and the biggest giant crease is in it. And I'm like, why? Right through the middle,
Well,
like it's been folded over.
After, I didn't go to this last one, and I kind of went in on this, and then I'm going to say one thing negative, and then we're going to follow it up with some good stuff. That last card show, I realized they had all this stuff boxed with cards priced, and you go, we'll take 25, 50% off, whatever, and they take more off afterwards.
Oh, color sticker deal.
Yeah, whatever. But I just realized it's like, oh, these guys still got their stuff priced from 2 years ago. And this is their way of getting it back to where reality is. And, that last show kind of left a really bad taste in my mouth. And I can't wait for Chantilly. And this is where I'm going to leave off with some good stuff. So Chantilly is 3 weeks, 4 weeks from this weekend? Today's the 25th. So, yeah, 4 weeks from this past Friday. I'm getting my hotel room. I'm staying up there Friday night, me and my pops. Are you staying up there Friday night?
I think we're coming up Friday, stay Friday night, Saturday, and come back Sunday. I know I got a work event. The work event may be Friday. We might not stay Friday night. I got to see. Okay. I got a work event. I got a gala at the Quail Hollow Country Club where they're doing the President's Cup at.
So, yeah, because me and my dad and everything, we kind of want to, make sure whoever wants to go out to dinner and whatnot, we all get together, and, Bobble and hopefully James and some other people. I think Enough Said Cards. He said he was going to be there. So
I got to get my Joe Theismann sign.
Yeah. I think it'll be a good time. So can't wait for that. I'm hoping that some things are going to, I don't know yet, Bobbles. Me and my dad get in a hotel. We're going to try to get as close as possible and stay up there. Me and him, he told me today that's what he wanted to do. He said he'll pay for it. I was like, okay, I'll get it. It's out of my birthday present. So, I hope by then we've shaken out this where people are at. Dealers have kind of fixed their prices a little bit, and maybe we're all on the same page when it comes to that. And I want to see some hockey. I really do. And usually it hasn't failed me. Hockey and it'll be a lot of vintage with that one. So I'm excited. And they got a great list of autographers if you're into it. I can tell you from last year I went, you want to get there probably early, especially Saturday, to make sure you got enough time. It got packed in there quick last year.
And I'm going to suggest to y'all, being that I've sold a bunch of stuff here lately, and I've sold some stuff to a card shop.
Thank you, Bob.
It's important. It's important that if you're going to go to your local card shop, you want to establish a relationship.
Yes.
Be prepared to sell for less than what it is. Don't use eBay comps for everything. Hopefully you're not going in there trying to make a house payment. Just
let them know what you collect, right?
Yes. You need to let them know. Give them a
when
heads
I was
up.
in Iowa, my dude had my own little box that when people brought in stuff, he put it in the box for me.
And that's what's happened now is that now that I've established that relationship with that card shop, he knows when I collect.
Right.
And he knows, and he's pulling stuff to the side, like what you're saying.
Yeah.
And stuff to the side.
And that one just seems like my one in Iowa. I haven't got that way here. They know me when I go in there. I'm the guy that buys boxes and stuff. They're getting more and more boxes to go through, to rummage through. But, when I was in Iowa, that was like my neighborhood, where you get your hair cut, barbershop. You hang out in there, chit chat.
Yeah. Go in there and make
conversation. You might not. I went up there to get something to eat. I'm going to run in there and just see who's in there and shoot the bull, right?
That's what we did the other week. Me and Emily went to our favorite restaurant called Stag and Doe. It's right up the road from the card shop. And after we got done eating dinner, we saw
You eat dinner?
Charles. We ate dinner and we saw Charles was still at the shop.
Mhm.
And Emily said, "Hey, let's pull in and talk to Charles."
Okay. Cool.
And so we went in there and talked to Charles. And
I think Emily's a keeper. I don't know.
yeah, she knows. And she likes now she doesn't collect anything, but she likes looking at one I've had, and she was of course interested. She liked seeing how negotiations went on stuff. She liked that, and that's part of the fun.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I want to end it on that because I am really excited about Chantilly. I always am. It's my second favorite show. I just really love the atmosphere there. It's really upbeat. It's if you're on the East Coast, it's a place you probably would. It's a lot of space in there. They did build that Walmart or whatever out in the parking lot, so parking's kind of hurting or whatever. But hopefully that good barbecue place is still out there that was right near the place, because that place is awesome. Me and my dad ate there last year. So, yep, go ahead.
And I'm going to share one thing with everybody. If you're down this way, we're going to get some more dates, but he is helping me.
This
guy is helping me, and another guy's going to help me. And we are moving forward with doing our first card show.
And I think if you will let me, I want to do something that I'm sure it's been done, but I want to do it is broadcast live from it and interview people.
Yep. I think that would be fun.
Buy stuff and see what the vibe is firsthand at the show.
Yep, I think that's a great idea. So that's something, y'all, that we're working on. We'll give more details on that, and it will be in Concord, North Carolina. So that's where we're going to have it at. And,
at that mall?
At Carolina Mall, not Concord Mills. We're going to be at the north side of Concord. Be right off the Interstate 2.
Okay.
It's right off the Interstate 2. It's right off I-85 and US Highway 29.
Yeah, Bobbles, you're going to be a leader of the group there, no doubt about it. You're going to have to point us where to go.
Oh, yeah. Love some Red Robin. I wish they were still open down here.
One's open by me here. It's, all you can eat fries, boy.
Oh, Carb City.
You get the sweet potatoes. Oh, they're good. All right. We'll see you until next time. Wednesday, I should be having another one if life happens again this week. So until next time, we'll see you.
Deuces.